Morning, everyone. In previous sessions, we've talked about the different types of tools that are available to crime scene investigators while they're investigating a crime scene. When bullets are found at a crime scene, both ballistics and firearms identification are used. When blood is found, forensic serology can be used to determine the type of blood, and once the blood type is known, that can be compared to the blood types of any known suspects. In today's session, we're going to talk a little bit about fingerprint analysis, which is what's used when fingerprints are found at a crime scene. Fingerprint analysis involves the lifting and preservation of fingerprints, the classification of fingerprints, and the matching of fingerprints. Fingerprint analysis is important for several reasons. Fingerprints are the most common types of markings left at a crime scene, and collecting and preserving them is inexpensive. The courts will accept fingerprints as evidence, and juries understand fingerprints without the need for any expert witnesses. There are three general principles of fingerprinting. One, the tips of a person's fingers have general ridge patterns that can be classified. Two, these ridge patterns, which are also called friction ridges, don't change during the course of a person's lifetime. So if you scrape your skin off, when the skin grows back, the friction ridges will be identical to the friction ridges that you previously had. And three, no two fingers have ever been found to contain identical friction ridges. So even identical twins have different fingerprints. Basically, what all this means is that your fingerprints are unique. So in today's session, I'm going to show you one technique for lifting fingerprints, which is known as the transparent tape technique. There are a few items that we'll need in order to get started. First, we'll need a soft brush, preferably one that's made out of camel hair, since those are the softest. We'll also need some latent powder. We'll need some index cards, access to the item that you suspect has the fingerprint on it, and of course we need some transparent tape. Actually, the transparent tape and the index cards can be used to lift the fingerprints, but sometimes items need to be dusted first in order to make the fingerprints visible. So you want to start off by lightly dipping the tip of the brush into the powder. You need to get enough of the powder on the tips of the brush to transfer to the object, but you don't want so much powder that it goes up in between the bristles. Gently touch the brush onto the surface of the object using a circular motion, and continue that until the print becomes visible. Once the print is clear, you want to stop using the brush because you don't want to damage the fingerprint. So now that the print is visible, take the transparent tape, pull about 6 inches off, but don't cut the tape yet. Take the free end of the tape, put it beyond the fingerprint, then use one of your fingers to smooth out the tape over and beyond the print. Once the tape is beyond the print, you want to lift the tape using the roll end of the tape. Then take the free end of the tape, place it over an index card, and once again, use your finger to smooth the tape over the card. Make sure you get rid of any air bubbles. Once you've gotten rid of all the air bubbles, you can cut the tape and label the card. And that's all there is to it. If you follow those steps, you'll have no problems preserving fingerprints for future analysis. If you become frustrated trying to master this technique, just remember the following. Fingerprints are the most common types of marking left at a crime scene. The courts and juries will accept fingerprints without the need for any testimony by an expert witness. And fingerprints are very inexpensive to collect, so practice, practice, practice. Just remember, practice makes perfect. That's it for today. In the next section, we're going to cover DNA analysis. Thank you.